Let's talk about the mud now. It is starting to slide in the charred hillsides of the Eaton Fire in Altadena, and so far, though, it doesn't seem too bad. But with a lot more rain on the way, it could take a turn for the worse.
Yeah, and KCAL News reporter Rick Monson is live in Altadena with what homeowners need to know to protect themselves, but also their property. Rick.
Right, Chris, Kalina, we've seen some pretty heavy rain in the last 45 minutes or so, and then we started to see a lot of what came down, this mud and runoff, and you see, I mean, look at how thick this is, and this is just sand and debris and looks to be ash and things like that. Not a lot of big things in there like rocks or anything, but it also kind of overtook this storm drain that had these green barriers around it, and then some branches came down. That even took out the street sign here. But we want to show you just up the road from here. So this is walking toward Lake Avenue. We're on Loma Alta right now. So to give you an idea, we're at the top of the hill here toward the foothills of Altadena, and these concrete barriers are set up to keep the runoff from coming down any further, hopefully. But you see some of the rain and stuff, and so we know that there's going to be a lot of this debris and the ash and things like that that may run off from these burned out properties, but it's been pretty intense. Let's show you another neighborhood, and I want to point out though that this is from just before the heavier rains moved in, after hours of pretty much light rain. So this is on Glen Allen Lane, and you could see there are K-rails set up there as well, those concrete barriers. And behind that, on the hillside, you could see it looks like the topsoil. A lot of it came down, not much, not anything too severe, but these are just examples of what could happen, what may be to come later today with all of this heavy rain. And we heard from officials this morning, as we have for the last few days, reminding everyone to be safe, be careful. We know we have these concrete barriers, we have sandbags out at properties. They're saying we don't know what is to come still.
My main point here is there's still a lot of uncertainty in exactly what's going to play out. There's a large range of scenarios that extend from at least minor flooding and debris flows that are on the minor side, mudslides and rock slides, all the way up to something significant or extreme occurring. A lot of uncertainty in exactly what plays out. So now is the time to be weather ready. Now is the time to be thinking about what you do to protect your life and those of your loved ones.
So back live here looking at this runoff from the mountain, the mud and debris. It may not look like a lot, but I can tell you it is like a suction cup when you step into the really soft sand. But check out over here down the street. This is again from just a few minutes of heavy rain. We're talking about maybe 15 to 20 minutes of strong rainfall coming down to bring this down after the hours of light rain, consistent rain, we should point out as well. But if the forecast holds, like our meteorologists have been talking about, really heavy rain coming down for later this afternoon and evening, this could be an indicator of things may be turning bad. So we'll certainly have to keep a watch for it. We've also seen a lot of crews that have been coming out here doing checks. There's a public works truck that's coming our way that they're doing inspections. They're trying to check on things, make sure to see if there's any trouble spots that they can spot and take care of. But so they're passing us here right now. We've seen a lot of that, and we'll keep an eye on things as well. For now, live in Altadena, Rick Montanez, KCAL News.
Oh, Rick, looks like a mess. It's a good reminder to tell everyone, hey, if you see something like that, do not drive through it because you could easily get stuck. Rick, thank you.